So, what is a credit score? The world we live in is full of misdirections. We park our cars in a driveway and then we drive on a parkway. Hemorrhoids and asteroids. Aren't those two words also backwards? When getting a mortgage, you'll often pay points, which are really percent of the sales price. And your credit score, which started out as Bill's payment score, has evolved into a bills and debt handling score. It's an indicator of how well you make your payments to your bills and debts. It's an indicator of how responsible you are at making the payments. It's not an indicator of your financial condition. I must stress the word indicator, as it's possible that you can be on the verge of financial ruin and still have an excellent payment score. As long as you make all the minimum payments on time, your payment score will increase. If you have a low score, it's probably because you have a habit of being late or totally missing payments. In today's world, with your long list of bills, it's very easy to be late or miss a payment somewhere, which means it's very difficult to have a good credit score. Today's world almost requires you to use some type of automatic bill pay. Please don't run out and sign up for automatic bill pay yet. There's a lesson on that later. Businesses don't want to chase after the money that's owed to them. If you have a history of good payments, some businesses will give you a discount on their services. If you have a history of poor payments, some businesses expect trouble and add the expense of chasing after their money. Some businesses have their own internal credit rating system. For example, about every 2 years, I needed a plumber, usually to unstop a drain that kept clogging. I always called the same plumber and always paid him immediately on completion of the job. I didn't even make him send me a bill. One time I called him and the text showed up in about 15 minutes. I said, "Wow, you guys must not be busy to get here so fast." The text said that I was one of their preferred customers and was bumped ahead of 3 other customers. I don't know if I got a discount price, but I did get fast service every time. Your credit score can impact the interest rate on all loans, apartment rent, car rental, insurance rates, and even possibly your job. Some employers simply can't take the risk of hiring someone who isn't financially responsible. If you have more money than you need or want, then you don't need to think about your credit score. But then you probably wouldn't be here either. Generally, your score will range from 300 to 850. However, the banks like to use a wider range of 250 to 900. Banks apparently like to know just how bad is and how good is. In general, the scale breaks down into these categories. I should note here that the middle of the range is 575, and that 575 still falls in the poor category, meaning you must be above middle to be considered fair or better, and you need to be in the top 20% to be very good or better. Several factors impact your credit score. Disclaimer: this information is subject to change without notice. 35% of your score is payment history. How well you make your payments. On time, partial, late, or missed payments. 30% of your score is revolving credit utilization. the amount that you owe divided by the amount you can borrow. That's the amount you owe divided by the amount you can borrow. Below 30% utilization is better. 15% of your score is your credit history length. How long you've had credit accounts. Longer is better. 10% of your score is credit mix. The variety of credit accounts. Credit cards, car loans, mortgages, student loans, bills, etc. 10% of your score is new credit accounts, and new credit applications. From these factors, we can see that the payment history is most important. We also see that to be in the top 30%, you must have some type of revolving credit, meaning you must have a credit card, a personal line of credit at a bank, a home equity line of credit, or some other type of variable loan to qualify to be in the good, very good, and excellent categories. We also see that the longer you have revolving credit, the better. The need for revolving credit and having credit for a long time are both counterintuitive to the get out of debt mindset. If you're trying to get out of debt, good. By all means, pay off all short-term debt. I'll cover long-term debt in another lesson. Just don't go crazy closing those paid off credit accounts. At least not until you've seen the lesson on that. If you don't have a credit card from the bank with your checking accounts, you should probably get one. This card should be used for emergencies only. Make sure you'll be able to use your home login to view your checking accounts and your credit card transactions, and that you can pay this credit card with a simple transfer done from your home login. Using the same bank isn't necessary, but it sure makes life easier. To me, the convenience is worth more than the points, miles, or cash back that other banks may offer. The lesson on automatic bill pay will help you automatically boost your credit score. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you to understand and take control of your finances. Please help me by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks. A link to the next lesson is in the description of this video.